Hi, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com to get hints and tips on getting started on Amazon Seller Central if you live outside the USA. So, today's tip is about knowing what sort of return you're going to get and what sort of costs you're going to have to pay in order to be an Amazon seller. And of course, this is highly variable. One of the things I've seen lots of talk about is how much revenue you can make on Amazon. Figures like $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month. Great, admirable, and I'm sure that in many cases a lot of the people doing that are earning significant profits that they're getting to take home. But it can be incredibly variable how much money you actually do get to take home from Amazon, depending on how you go about your approach. So the things to think about are, what can't you change? Well, the first thing you can't change is that there is a cost to the goods that you're selling. And I've spoken before, and others have spoken about how much your retail price should be in order to get an effective order value to make a profit on Amazon. Others have said, and I tend to agree, that somewhere between $20 and $40 for a product, a single product, is probably a good place to aim in order to allow for a reasonable profit margin to you. The other thing to think about is, of course, the cost of you getting that $40 product to Amazon. Once you've got it there, though, and this is always assuming that there is only a smaller cost to you as you're the wholesaler, then there's a net margin that you can make, and that is the difference between the cost of the goods you're selling and the sale price. However, before you take the money home, there's also Amazon's fees to think about. The first is the referral fee. Now that's the fee just for being on Amazon, and typically, and it's just easy to say, it's usually about 15%. It does vary between different types of product and category, but 15% is a good starting point. And also, there's the fulfillment fee, because this is all about using Amazon FBA. So that is also a couple of dollars per fulfillment, and that's where it becomes very important to work out not just what your order value is, but the number of products in an order, because that's going to affect your pick and pack cost, and clearly your FBA fee, and therefore your net profit. So when you're selling on Amazon, look at your revenue number, but also consider that Amazon will be taking about 15% straight away. The cost of your goods that you're selling will probably be between 20 and 40%. And then in addition to that, there'll be a fulfillment fee. So if you're actually taking home half of the revenue you're making, you're doing not too bad. Now the other thing that Amazon won't necessarily show you is the effect of promotions in your revenue. If you do a promotion, seasonally selling or trying to take advantage of a specific time that people might be incentivized to buy, then you may offer, for example, 10% off the retail price of your product. That's great, but Amazon isn't going to show that in your sales figures. So it's still going to be showing you that you're making $10, $20, $50,000 a month. But as it happens, your promotion may be coming off and reducing the net back that you're getting out of that. So always look very closely at the amount Amazon is paying you. There's various different ways to check it, including on a per order basis if you go and look at the manage orders segment. It's a good way to find out if you're really making money. So if you are making 50% of the revenue you make on Amazon, that's great. But be aware of that before you start, because if your plan is to make revenue of $150,000 a year, your take home is only going to be about $75,000, and that's before some of the other costs of attracting traffic that you may consider using to get your Amazon business really moving. This is Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com for more tips like this. Thanks.